Life can be full of surprises and challenges, but sometimes all we need is a little guidance to make things easier and better. I've put together a list of practical and powerful life tips that can help you navigate through ups and downs, boost your happiness, and keep you moving forward. Whether you're looking for motivation, organization hacks, or ways to stay balanced, these tips have got you covered. Let's dive in. First of all, the classiest way to deal with someone trying to embarrass you in front of others: don't give them the show they want. We have all been there. You are at a group hangout, maybe a work event, or a casual get-together, and that one person just keeps throwing shade your way. Little jabs, sarcastic comments, trying to make you the punchline in front of others. The best move? Don't react, don't argue, don't even give it the attention they are clearly fishing for. Instead, stay cool, stay polite, laugh it off, or change the subject. When you don't engage, two things usually happen. They get uncomfortable because the spotlight turns on them, not you, and everyone else starts to notice who's really being weird or rude. It's honestly one of the classiest power moves you can make, because while they are busy trying to look clever, you are showing confidence and control without saying a word. Let your calm silence say, "You are not worth the energy." Secondly, when you're upset at someone, write out what you want to say in a private note first, then wait before you send or say it. Whether it's an angry email to your boss or a tough conversation with a loved one, drafting your thoughts privately can help organize your feelings. Wait a little, an hour, a day, depending on intensity, before delivering the message. Often, you'll find upon rereading that you want to tone it down or tweak the wording. This pause prevents saying things you might regret and helps you communicate more effectively. This has saved me from sending a couple of emails I'm really glad I never sent in their original form. Thirdly, respect your own time by setting boundaries. People tend to value your time more when you do. Being helpful is great, but always being instantly available can unintentionally send the message that your time isn't valuable. Instead, set healthy boundaries, respond when it's convenient, protect time for yourself, and say no when necessary. People usually respect those who respect their own time. This builds stronger, more balanced relationships and helps you avoid burnout while still being dependable when it really matters. The fourth thing is that when trying to schedule a get-together, set dates with a small group, then add invitees, rather than a large group and have to exclude. Particularly applicable for those of us around mid-late 30s, whose social group has lots of kids' activities and other adult responsibilities, i.e., not like in my 20s when it was assumed all my friends would hang every Friday night. When trying to schedule a hang, rather than asking an entire group of 5+ invitees their availability, start a side convo with 1 or 2 core invitees to find your available date and times. Once decided, then open it up to the extended group, e.g. X, Y, and I are getting together for dinner next Friday. Come join if you're free. This way, it's better off to actually manage to coordinate a catch-up with a few friends rather than not at all because the group couldn't get to a consensus, and also feels more inclusive as you are inviting those to the hang on a specific date, rather than having to exclude people who can't go on a day the majority can join. Fifthly, whenever in an argument, talk with a mental assumption that you are being recorded. This keeps you out of trouble, and it makes you look like the mature one in front of others. There are 2 benefits to it. Sometimes there are witnesses and recording devices, CCTVs, some guy secretly making a video recording, etc. And in the heat of the moment, you might end up saying or doing something that can be taken against you in the court of law or put up against you to your boss, HR. Assuming that you are being recorded keeps you mentally in a defensive mindset against any harm. The other thing is that when you argue with such assumption, you sound much more mature to PPL who are listening to you, and the other person sounds like an a-hole in front of everyone else. Hope this helps. The 6th advice is that when sharing something deeply personal with a close friend, remember that their partner is often their emotional support system and might end up hearing about it too. Even if your friend swears to keep it private, people tend to confide in the person they trust most. If it's something you truly want to stay between just the 2 of you, it's okay to gently set that boundary up front or consider keeping it to yourself. Discretion isn't always about distrust. It's about understanding how information naturally flows in close relationship. Number 7, you are socially anxious. Learn the small talk formula and practice in low-stakes interactions. For many people, the biggest barrier to building new relationships, platonic, romantic, or professional, is anxiety and lack of skill when it comes to initiating the conversation. The more you care about the outcome of the conversation, say, asking out a crush, the more likely you will be to freeze, lose your words, or be motivated to skip the small talk entirely. And you should never skip small talk. It's the social lubricant that creates comfort between strangers that allows deeper conversation to grow. By practicing in low-stakes interactions, you can desensitize yourself to the anxiety and build a working memory of skills to apply when it really counts. Choosing who to practice with. Start with people whose job involves talking to others: cashiers, hairstylists, baristas. When you feel more confident, move on to low-stakes strangers, the old lady at the bus stop, person standing next to you in line. The secret to small talk? It's a standard formula. It will feel awkward at first, but you will soon learn the rhythm and get a sense of the types of conversation starters that work best for you. You'll be able to anticipate responses from others because, again, small talk is very formulaic. 1. Make a statement about a shared experience and/or ask a question. It's a beautiful day. Glad that heat wave is over. It's finally Friday. Any plans for the weekend? I love those shoes. Where'd you get them? Have you been here before? 2. The person will answer and may ask you a question in return. Affirm the person's response, answer their question, and ask another. You. It's finally Friday. Any plans for the weekend? Them. Not much. Probably doing some gardening. How about you? You. Nice. I'm hoping to get outside. What do you grow? 3. Repeat this process of trading questions and providing just enough information about yourself to help them ask questions too. 4. Gracefully end the conversation. Well, I've got to run. Thanks for the chat. I've already taken too much of your time. Thanks for the advice. Number 8. You can't decide? Make a list and remove one item one by one. I did this with my first boyfriend and found it incredibly helpful, especially for dinner or movie decisions. It works like this. You're not sure what to eat or what movie to watch? Make a list with possibilities. Both of you give some ideas so that you grow a list. E.g., for dinner, you end up with a list saying Chinese, pizza, pasta, kebab, sushi. Then you take turns removing the idea you like least from the list. One removes pasta, the next says they don't want pizza right now, then the first person decides they don't want kebab, and so on, until there's only one thing left on your list. And ta-da, there, you have your decision, what to eat, which movie to watch, etc. Number 9, if you just did something embarrassing, just say it out loud. That's embarrassing, or something similar. If you say that you are embarrassed after whatever embarrassing thing you just did and said, you will feel less cringe and it won't become a cringe memory. Example, you claimed something you are confident in, then sooner or later you are proven wrong. Just admit you were wrong, or call yourself out this way. You won't remember this embarrassing moment in the near future when you go about your day. If you had done nothing or did not say anything, most likely you will remember that cringe moment for some time. However, my go-to is, well, that was smooth. And the last one, don't look at the new baby when visiting at the hospital until you've greeted the older sibling. Everyone flocks to the new baby, and it creates automatic jealousy. Bringing the older sibling a small gift is nice, but not necessary. For the first 30 seconds of the interaction, just be very excited to see the older sibling. Greet him/her with warmth, love, and genuine excitement, and pretend the new baby doesn't even exist. This also works great for greeting the existing dog when the family just got a new puppy.